What's going on, everybody? It is your host, Dr. Splash, President and King of Yancey Street. And today, we're reviewing New Gods Issue 1. This is something I've kind of been keeping my eyes on because I wasn't quite sure where they were going to take the New Gods and that kind of pantheon in the cosmology, where they would take it and all in. And we got our answer here. So make sure to smash the like button if you love my comic reviews. 400 plus likes, and we will continue to cover New Gods when the next issue drops. Also, check out my Discord. We do games, prizes, D&Ds, giveaways, and more. And if you play Marvel Rivals, join up because I play as well. You can link up with me and play with your boy from Yancey Street, okay? Because you know when Ben Grimm drops, I'm going to main the fuck out of him. But without further ado, let's get into this. So, issue 1. It starts off with Old Gods. We witness Old Gods, and for those that love power scaling and random scaling tidbits added to the lore, it's a dream for you. Okay, we witness a death of the Old Gods as one of the final remaining ones sits in the crux of the universe, the place from which all things were birthed and came forth. And the Old Gods, as they are dying and as they die, she mentions a dream she had, right? A dream, and in it, perhaps most precariously, she returns to where all old gods wish to return. And that is where they came from. The source of all things. Yes, source scaling is here. Source is going to be discussed and further defined / clarified. And this is important because this is current DC. The source is the counter to the Great Darkness. However, it is stated that the Great Darkness can't even express itself without the aid and help of another. This implies a couple of things that you can take from this, because again, this is just issue 1 that we have to work with. One, you can take that the Great Darkness has avatars, and the presence avatar is source, or a response to the Great Darkness's avatars. Or you can take it as the Great Darkness and the Source are kind of the same thing, both sending forth avatars, as well as this is evidence the Great Darkness kind of can't exist without the presence, or the Source, because the light has to be there in order for you to observe an absence of light. You have to understand what the light is. So it is crucial to one another's existence. And it's further clarified in a prophecy accessed by Metron as he taps into the source itself. All info, all knowledge, all possible things. He sees the reckoning of the gods is to come, the potential doom brought forth, a great steed ushering in a new time. To put things simply, shit might go left real fucking quick for these guys. And the reason for that is because the balance of creation, it's gone. Darkseid's no more. They're saying dead. We know recent stories, Darkseid dipped off, made his own narrative or whatever. But Metron's pulling up on Highfather, and he's like, look, I know you noticed the imbalance in creation. Darkseid was necessary. Darkseid is. But he's not anymore. And this is fucked up creation. I've been referencing my Highfather, the source, to see what's going on. Now, they see that Darkseid's people are going forth into creation, right? Because they were held back by Darkseid's presence before. They never operated like this. But the harbinger of darkness is coming. There's no more barrier of darkness. There is some crazy shit about to happen. There's the potential harbinger of doom or the Messiah being born. And Metron's like, Highfather, how are you going to address this shit? What are you going to do about it? And that's when we see Highfather go, I need you to bring forth my champion. And perhaps one of the most devastating disses we've ever seen on panel. Light Ray's bitch ass shows up, right? And he kneels before Highfather. He's like, yo, Highfather, I'm ready to get buckets. And Highfather looks down at him in a mix of disgust and sadness and disappointment. As he goes, oh, dear Lord, no, I was not talking about you. Someone, for the love of God, please call Orion. Now, this pans over to Orion, who's randomly styling on parademons in a random moon. Like I mentioned before, the forces of Darkseid have gone forth into creation and they're doing hood rat shit. And Orion sees that as free W's. He's gonna go spawn kill. He's gonna show up at their camp and get them gone. And he's having hella fun while doing it. This is when we see Highfather reach out to Orion. Literally, the call of Highfather to Orion booms across the page itself, the panel itself. It like alters the art. It's fucked up. And Orion's like, oh shit, what you calling me for, player? And Highfather goes, yo, listen, I'm about to ask you to do some fuck shit, but just know you're doing it for the culture. I'm not just asking you to do it because I'm a dick. And of course, at this point, Orion realizes he's about to get asked something crazy, but he goes with it. And this is when we see Orion. It fast forwards a little bit. He shows up to talk to Mr. Miracle, who's taking a break from raising his child with Barda. And Orion sits down with him and he's like, look, man, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I was sent here by Highfather. I have to kill your baby. And it's Mr. Miracle's like, yo, well, shut up. Like, that's not even a funny prank. This isn't a joke. I don't have time for games. Cut that shit out. And Orion's like, no, I'm serious. We got this prophecy that this new god would be born on Earth. It's going to be the harbinger of doom. It's obviously your fucking baby. So unfortunately, I got to kill the kid. But if anyone in the universe could escape the wrath of Orion, it would be you, Mr. Miracle. So take your baby and run. I'll give you 7 days. Mr. Miracle's still not really buying it. And that's when Orion gets real serious. And he takes off his mask and it shows his darker parts, right? Like his darker side. He says, this is my true face. I'm the son of Darkseid. If it comes to killing a baby to complete a mission to save my people, no question I'm doing it. 1,000 times out of 10. So like I said, you have 1 week. And he's out. He just dips. He's so serious. And that's when we see another baby is in the mix. This is in India. And in Kerala, we see this family evading mercenaries or high-tech military units as they're trying to escape. And the child at that point is trying to point like, hey, we can get to the tracks. Let's go. And Maxwell Lord's in charge of this operation. He says, hey, whatever you do, don't shoot the kid, but you can shoot the shit out of the parents. And of course, the dad gets popped. And as the child witnesses this, we see part of the source's prophecy that Metron read earlier be read. As this baby begins to transform, and we see in the Falling Sky Part 1, at the end of this, the new gods were born, and it references the birth of a White Lantern child in India. India's got big shit popping in DC. It's going down. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What did you think of issue 1? What do you think of this New Gods run, the new lore being added in All in DC? Let me know what you think of the White Lantern appearance as well. But anyways, it's been your host, Dr. Splash. And remember, it's Yancey Street, bitches.